here's some more. Medical malpractice. What is medical malpractice? Medico-legal phenomenon, which covers all defects in professional behavior of doctors. Medical malpractice is divided into two types: medical negligence, the standard of medical care given to a patient is considered to be inadequate. What I'm doing is I'm giving you definitions, folks. Professional misconduct, ethical malpractice, civil malpractice, criminal malpractice. Okay? This is how many people die from going to big pharmaceutical and drugs a year, and that's 783,000. This is how many die a year in gun violence, 32,000. Wounded, killed. Here we go. Democide, government murders in the 20th century, 262 million. So folks, if we got a problem, what is the problem in this country? Is it guns? If we're going to attack something, what do we need to attack? We need to tackle the medical malpractice. We need to be attacking these doctors. And we're going to get through this today. I'm going to show you the Hippocratic Oath that these people take. Okay? Without excuse. Romans 1:19. And I have done this before for y'all. But today I'm going to show you in a matter of 15 verses everything that is wrong with this world, everything that is wrong with this country is covered completely. Because that which may be known of God is manifest in them, for God hath showed it unto them. For the invisible things of Him from the creation of the world are clearly seen. What are we talking about? The spiritual things. They're clearly seen when you walk outside. You know that a tree didn't pop in the ground without being what? Created. It's intelligent design. The bees are here. The worms are here. Everything works in what? Cohesion with one another. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this out. All right? Being understood by the things that are made, even His eternal power and Godhead. So they are without excuse. There is no excuse. We tend to want to accept things that are outside our realm. That way we can live the way we want to. Romans 1:21, because that, when they knew God, they glorified Him not as God. Neither were they thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. Okay, this is when you choose to believe a lie. Who sends you to the delusion? God Himself. God Himself. They will believe a strong delusion. So let's start, and I'm going to break this down as we go, okay? Well, I'm going to start with the first thing. What's the very first thing? Nature. There is no lie in nature. So what must we do? If we're going to live a lie, we got to make a lie out of nature. Let me show you the first one, where it starts at, the first lie of nature. This is Darwin's book. Haeckel himself even admitted to the deception years later after being convicted of fraud. Now I want to show you this, what he was convicted, what the fraud was, and it was this right here. It's in all your children's textbooks. All right, it's this little picture right here that shows the gills, and every person in the embryo, and this is how they lined you up with fishes and monkeys and everything else. And this was a complete fraud. As a matter of fact, he was convicted of that fraud. All right. They've taken the truth of God and they've made it into a lie. So let me go back to our deal, and I'll put these in the show notes. But the idea nonetheless had caught on. Even though it was disproven in the 1920s, the recapitulation theory made its way into many late 20th century textbooks, sometimes even being referred to as the biogenic law. So here's Darwin in 1860, The Origin of Species. He predicted evidence would be found to support his theory. Haeckel faked the drawings of the embryos to use as evidence for evolution. Haeckel was convicted of fraud by 6 professors in his own university. How many people know this? Remember, I've already gone through that and showed you the real name of that book, The Origin of the Species and Natural Selection, and it was a completely racist book. And yet this is what we teach our kids. And they have made God null and void. We're just going to evolve, become the monkeys. Become the monkey fish frog. Follow me, folks. You're a fish, monkey, etc. This is how they claim life started. And then each thing just kept on, and here you were a monkey. You were first a marsupial, then you were a monkey, fish, and here's the drawings that are still in the textbooks. Fish, salamander, turtle. All he did was copy and paste each one of the pictures. And this passed. But this is the real embryos. A fish embryo, a salamander embryo, a turtle, a chicken, a rabbit, and look at the human. Is it anywhere close? No. So how is it still getting propagated in our schools? Is this by accident? It's deliberate. If it was by accident, every now and then they would do something in our favor. And that's the truth. If it was just incompetence. All right, continuing on.